boozing. You keep watching those reviewsins.
With a deep eggplant purple and gold leafing on it. It was sickening. Heel RuPaul.
I'm gonna give it a crock. I didn't like the costumey nature of the dicky in the front. And I was like, what is this avant-garde floral pattern? Whatever, not my cup of tea. I knew this bitch would be gagged when I pulled that out. I didn't tell him I hated it when it came out, so this is first hearing.
And this is what we do here on Booze Reviews. Either you get a heel or a crock, and that's the way it is, girl.
That's the way it is.
So RuPaul tells us that this week's Maxi Challenge, still no pit crew, still no mini challenge, but this week's Maxi Challenge is going to be the RuPaulmark Channel presents
oh my god,
holiday movies. And we've got Misery Loves Company, God Loves Flags,
He loves
and April Fool's
language.
Rush. This was a lot.
This was a lot. So the producers decide they're going to divide them up, which I'm always interested in, because I'm like, is this just a flip of the coin, or are they trying to make good drama? Because this week
this
they
TV.
did not make good drama. It was like, everybody was like, whatever, we don't know you bitches yet. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe this week they're not playing the games, because if they did, they probably would have put Tina and Rose right away fighting for that lead role.
Yeah, that's true.
So maybe.
So it was kind of cool. We saw Ross Matthews coaching them through the thing. There were some notables. There were some really good performances and some really not so good coachings.
Yeah, so we're going to do things out of order. Go to the timestamps to find what you want to find. Let's go ahead and talk about the final performances right now.
All right.
Because we more care about the looks. You care about the looks. The final performances, these were all bad. These were all bad. They're all bad. And not because of the girls. The scripts. What? Not even scripts. It was one script.
Nah, come on. God Loves Flags was like head and shoulders. It was like, we saw the first one, Misery Loves Company, was a train wreck. And I'm like,
Denali.
Oh my god. Denali took the lead, and it was like, okay, this is really bad. Then maybe because that was so bad, the next one was the one with Symone that looked so funny and so much better, even with the bad script. And even the April Fool's Day one, I liked okay. It fell in the middle.
Precise. What she had said over there. So I'm not going to waste no more of your time, because y'all done seen the performances. Let us know what performances y'all liked, but we going to move on from here. RuPaul comes down the runway for this week's presentation, and my god, after the inauguration, I'm so glad the bitches are still bringing it. RuPaul look good. Heel girl.
That is a heel. That was like a snake slithering down the runway in this beautiful green. Very, very cool. Speaking of inauguration, if you haven't checked it out, we also do booze reviews of non-RuPaul. So check out what we thought by following our channel and seeing those inaugural looks 2021. This week, RuPaul tells us...
Category is Trains for Days.
And what do you think of that, Trains for Days, Brandon?
Trains for days. I like to run a train for days.
Yes, you
That's
do.
how I kept this one. Y'all, just to be quite honest, you have to run a train on your man every so often to keep him.
Right.
Ladies, that's the trick.
And you can't be afraid of the caboose. That's a fun word.
Defend your look, honey.
All right, my train for days is a little tribute to what Elliott was wearing this week, the white bodysuit ruffles. And my train is actually this beautiful rainbow representing scarf for God Loves Flags. There's my train.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, I remember that. I remember that scarf. That was given to us by an LGBTQ plus member of the Western Wyoming Community College organization. I won that in a prize singing Amy Winehouse, and it's a long ass scarf. So yeah, I'm gonna let it work for Trains for Days. Why not?
It never looked so good.
And you know a bitch has to be extra, has to reinterpret the category. So my train for days is we are training, fitness training. I've got and a little bit of a tribute to Symone's boxer look.
Yes, hell yeah.
And I'm
That
giving
was
it
a
to
sick
you.
look. And this is a sick look.
Thank you.
First on the runway this week is our Alaskan ice skating bitch, Denali.
Yeah, oh my God, Denali looks. This was great. This makes me mad. Her performance was so bad because this should have been a runway.
This was one
spoiler
of the best.
That should have saved her,
Yeah.
but this was really good.
And I like the fact it was like Rio showgirl, but it wasn't like classic traditional Brazilian feathers. It was like a neon green and blue.
Softer colors, a little cooler.
It almost got my highest heel, but I did reserve it for another bitch.
Almost.
I'm gonna give it a heel. Second down the runway, we had the very sweet smiley queen, Olivia Lux.
Olivia Lux, and she was giving a little tribute to us, to things we like. She gave us Baroque, she gave us Mozart, she gave us high wigs and harps.
Yep.
And loved it.
I wear my wig a lot. I have a Baroque, I have a Bach, I have a Beethoven, and I have a Mozart. But I decided not to tribute Olivia Lux this week because she didn't inspire me as much.
No.
But I did love her look with the gold accents. Heel.
Next down the runway was Elliott with 2 T's, giving this butt polished. What did you think about Elliott? I assume you liked Elliott's look if you recreated it.
Yeah, I liked Elliott's look. It was, I like to see what Elliott does. Elliott is kind of creative. Heel.
Heel, absolutely.
Next down the runway was the kahmora.
JK Kahmora. Miss Kahmora Hall.
Kahmora Dynasty.
And she was giving the Ming Dynasty complete with dragon heads, golden lady. Highest heel. Highest heel.
Highest heel.
Yes, I lived because this was so well done. It was executed. The girl looked flawless, and spoiler alert, she's going home. So might as well throw her the highest heel. It's the only chance she's gonna get.
There you go. I will give it a heel. I was thinking about giving it a croc because I didn't see the train. I thought it was absent of train until she had to be on the
That
runway.
was like lizard's tail.
But yeah, then that was really cool, and I loved the dragons that she made. I don't know what those were made out of, who made them, or what, but that was beautiful elegance.
Next down the runway, we had my girl from Conway, Arkansas, by LA, like my family, Miss Symone, and she had her tongue popping, was cocked to the side, and had on her do-rag, girl.
That was a very cool look.
Clever.
I love how she plays on like the training, the boxing, and then this do-rag kind of thing. A tribute to how America should look, our diversity, and her embracing her own culture. Heel.
Oh, I was about to give this the highest heel. It came really close, but since my girl Kahmora, as we correctly called her,
Who's your prediction?
Of getting the chop,
Yeah, going home first. Throw it out there.
Kahmora.
Oh, that's exactly what I was thinking. We're like,
correct.
that one's going home first.
first. Okay.
Brandon got a big heart. He's gonna give you some when he can. Next down the runway then was La 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 Larry.
La, 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 la. I find it funny that they still have not acknowledged that Tamisha is her drag mother.
Right.
In the show, but like in interviews, yeah.
Did they have a falling out or something? Because didn't one of them make the reference tonight that they were like, yeah, I know her, and she does.
Yeah, and Tamisha will fight. She was like, I know Tamisha from Atlanta. She will fight. I was like, that's your drag mama. You're not going to... If Selena
Right.
was on the show, I'd be like, hey, mama.
Yes. Yes, yes.
But Lala's look. She gave us like a snakeskin burqa type thing, and she like revealed it to reveal a little closer look. I'm going to give it a heel. I liked it-ish. Hillary Clinton heel.
You giving a lot of heels today, ain't you? Nah, honey, I'm sorry. This is a crock, and I tell you why. I like the reveal, but just sort of the monochromatic scheme of it.
Yeah.
There was nothing that popped, so it to me when it came down the runway, it was like, okay. And then I didn't like not having a wig under the or under the like hood or
The
whatever
hood.
it was. Yeah.
I didn't like that, but if she had done like a Cobra
Yeah,
hood,
that would have been sick.
or like a Voldemort realness paint job, it could have been even more. Wait,
see.
can I take my heel back? I've never done that on this show.
Why not? It's your show, bitch.
It is our show. And thank you for watching.
Snatched. That heel just got snatched. Sorry, Lala.
Sorry.
I convinced somebody else.
First bitch to get a heel retracted. Oh God, a retractable heel. Girl. Next out of the runway was from Minnesota, not New York, Utica Queen. Utica.
Yeah.
And she was playing up, she said it was the Carol Burnett version of Gone with the Wind with the rod of the curtain dress still in. I loved that. I loved the play on it. Heel.
Yeah, the only thing I wrote, I think, when I was taking notes is broomstick shoulders.
Well, you know.
This was a nice tribute to Utica's sort of quirkiness. So it wasn't a very big heel, but I give it a heel.
Next on the runway, we had the queen of wine herself, Rosé.
Oh! Girl! What kind of bitch?
That was truly unexpected.
Rude. What kind of gal is this? Can't take her anywhere.
I'm a butch man today. We training for days.
Oh, yes. Rosé was wearing sort of a blue 80s montage thing with the...
This was very Gem in the Holograms sort of look.
Yeah. You know, I agreed with, I think it was Michelle or one of the judges was like, it just looks like a bodysuit with something stapled on. So
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a crock.
Yeah, this was gonna be my at least one crock of the week. Yeah. Sorry, this reminded me too much of what she did last week.
Yeah. Yeah, Rosé is a career queen, so she's gonna have an aesthetic and a style, and as such, she's gonna bring things down the runway that like fit her many years of experience. It is what it is, but still a crock for me. Next on the runway was our lovely trans queen, Gottmik.
Gottmik was there, and Gottmik was giving a crock. A crock. She was giving a crock.
She was given a crock.
Okay, because this outfit came down the runway and said, Brandon and Josh, please give me a crock, because I know you're watching. She dared us to give her a crock, and girl, you got it. This is a crock. This is bad.
I wasn't that moved by it, but I'm gonna give it a crock because he's so moved. I think that deserves 2 crocks. To be quite honest, I don't even remember what it was. It was kind of boring.
That was the problem. It was a big pastel scarf of nothing. Girl, bye.
Lord have mercy. All right, well, let's move on then.
Let's move on to somebody whose looks are always on point because she works with Fleur-de-Lis. The looks are always made correctly.
Okay.
Whether she looks good in them, I don't know.
All right.
Tina Burner. Tina Burner came out with this traditional train conductor version, and I like this, so I'm gonna give it a heel for that play on it, and it's of course well made.
Obviously, the bitch love a play on words. I would give it a heel. It's so gimmicky, but it's so Tina Burner, and the whole fact that the burn thing is like the fire, and she does reds and oranges and yellows. This was.
Do you know what she was gonna do for her? Because all the girls had to do the sheer runway, but only half of them actually did it, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what she was gonna do for her sheer runway?
What?
She had a sheer Hades from Hercules inspired gown. So
I bet she did. I bet she had the cosplay headpiece, wig, and everything.
with the blue flag. So
Yeah.
she was gonna give you burn, but she was gonna change the colors for you. She thinking about you.
Nice. Yeah, no, she is, she's another career queen with lots and lots of years of experience to accumulate her looks, and yeah, heel. Next on the runway is our Joey J.
Joey J is so cute. I'm loving, out of drag, I think Joey J is like the cutest boy, like cute.
Little Twinkie.
Not like, lust and trade man meat, but
oh my god, the moment when Kandy was chasing Joey J around the table at the beginning of the episode was some funny shit. I'm like, Kandy want a snack.
Now, you be careful. You done already got shit about talking about Miss Kandy.
I will say, I will take a moment away from the runway to say that Kandy is growing on me, and I do like the fact that she brought them bitches together this week. She's like, we the season 13 queens, and to me, good energy goes a long way, and it covers up a lot of fat boy in a dress.
Noted, but like most viewers of this episode, we have also forgotten about Joey J. So let's get back to Joey J. and
Sidebar.
her look. Heel. I love a leather moment, a dominatrix moment. I'm gonna give it, and then she had the cleverness when you turned. It was just a long tongue hanging out.
Yes.
Love that.
Yes, and for that reason, I would give that my highest teal of the week. Really.
That's the highest.
That's the highest teal. But I do have to say, I was kind of uninspired by all the looks in general. It was hard to find a highest teal.
Very that.
Right? So that'll be my highest teal. Good job. Keep up the creativity. We love it. Next down the runway, Kandy Muse.
Kandy herself. We should have saved that to here, but it is what it is, y'all. Kandy came out in a look that wasn't what she was gonna wear. Tina helped her create this new version of her train look, and when it came out, I thought she looked the best she had ever looked.
I did too. I loved what she looked like. The thing is, if she doesn't know how to pad, or she refuses to pad, because a lot of bigger queens think their own natural padding is enough. It ain't. But then when they put the V in the front, it gives that natural illusion of, the femininity. And there was something else. I mean, I know she got clocked for having her undergarment showing or whatever.
Because she had that slit way up high so you could see the cinchers and all this stuff underneath. Yeah, girl, you should know by now. This is season 13.
But the back of it was hot too. It was like a corset, kind of like.
But then the back, the whole bustier was a corset, and that's where Michelle was like, "Why didn't you pull that down?" She was like, "Well, if I put the corset down, my titties would have spilled out." So I feel I have that same struggle too, girl. I get it. Our titties are always trying to be free, but she should have had more on the bottom, more on the train actual part.
I flopped the one titty over my shoulder. Yeah, that's still a heel for me.
I will pop a heel over Miss Kandy Muse's shoulder too for that performance. Heel for that performance. Okay. Why not? Why we here?
Y'all don't remember that old Cheech and Chong would put the one heel over the shoulder and the other heel over the shoulder, and then the old man would say, eating the muff? Never mind.
I mean, I've put your heels over my shoulders, and that's how we got here 11 years later. So last down the runway was the queen of all time, Miss Tamisha Iman.
Tamisha, cotton candy pink, here you go.
Bubblegum pink. She was giving a catsuit meets Vegas showgirl. Yeah. It was Pepto-Bismol.
It was plain. It was mediocre. I mean, it said Tamisha Iman to me. But
classic drag.
Classic drag, yeah. That's a heel.
Heel, obviously. Now it's time for Brandon and Josh's tops and bottoms. Yeah. I got it all right this week.
You did.
Just letting you all know. Perfectly. I got it. The tops I had were Rosé, Symone, and Kandy. And the bottoms I had Denali, Kahmora, and that other bitch that I don't even remember because those were the
Lala.
two. Lala. I did have Lala down there, but I knew Lala was safe because that snake skin was sickening enough.
Yeah. I had 4 of the 6. I had Lala and Kahmora on the bottom. I didn't think Denali was that bad because Denali's look was one of the best ones. Yeah. There were other girls that were just like, so. And I think I put Elliott down there.
You know what? I would have actually put, instead of Denali, because the look was so good, I would have put Gottmik in the bottom. Because Gottmik was also the lead in her video, but the look was equally as bad, and her performance I thought was equally as bad.
I thought her performance in the video was okay. I didn't think it was bad. I just thought it was like, compared to all the queens, was like in the middle. So my tops were definitely Symone. Ain't nobody questioned. If you didn't think Symone was top this week, I want to know why.
Why?
And then I put Kandy on the top, surprisingly. So
Kandy needed to be on the top.
Yeah, and then I added sort of just out of the blue a Joey J because I like the look so much.
Oh, on the top?
Yeah.
Oh, no, girl, Joey wasn't going on the top. No, I'm glad you think that. Hey, Joey, you got a real fan right here.
I'm not even a fan of Joey, to be honest with you. I just like what Joey was bringing this week.
But, okay, she was safe. And the bitches on the bottom were Denali and Kahmora Hall.
Sorry about it. Not sorry about it.
And they are lip syncing to 100% Pure Love by Crystal Waters. What did you think?
100% Pure Love. Oh, no, that's not it.
That's not even close to what this song was. I had never heard this song, so no, that wasn't close.
It was a good lip sync song, though. I bet that's from old school drag.
Yeah.
Ru probably worked that song in the circuits.
This lip sync was so one-sided. It was
yeah.
not even, it was almost heartbreaking to watch because I want everyone who ends up in that position to fight to
Yeah.
be there. And if this is your last chance, give America a show so they book you later.
You know, there's something about when you go to a drag show, like I'm talking about old school bar drag shows.
In the 80s.
Yeah, and the bitch come out that's like a staple in your city and everybody's known her for decades.
Right.
And she just does that power ballad glamour and and does the face and takes her dollars as
Right.
people come up and
Yes.
praise her. Sorry, Kahmora, you like 20 years old. That ain't you, bitch. So eventually maybe you get to that point where you don't have to do nothing and people will praise you. But until then, do something.
I mean, here's the thing. She told us who she was in Meet the Queen. She said, I'm not a buck and chuck. I'm not a split. I'm a park and bark bitch.
Right.
And that's what she did.
I can't act, I can't dance, I can't move, I can't sing. I can turn a look and paint a face, so maybe I should have stayed on Instagram.
She can't even do that in a timely fashion because she was late on the runway.
Right.
We called it from minute one. We love you, Kahmora, but
Filler.
you did your purpose. And Denali lives to slay another day.
You still cute. I'd probably still eat it.
Well, that's gonna truly do it for us here this week on Booze
After we
Reviews.
just offended the poor thing.
Offended everybody. If you're offended, leave us a hate comment. If you're not offended, leave us a love comment. We love them, and we love you. We'll see you next time.
Ciao.
ReneeBreitbart.com